Well, hello Park Road Church. Welcome to our next Always Reforming video. Today I want to talk briefly about the new and upcoming Sunday school classes that we have going on at Park Road. Chris and Liz will continue to lead their Gospel Project for Adults, which just goes through every book of the Bible, and it's a powerful experience that will still be going on. And we have two new ones that we want to introduce this Sunday, November the 6th. The first one is going to be led by Pam Bush, and the next one's going to be led by Alan Moyer, and they're going to tell you all about them right now.
Hi, I'm Pam Bush, and I'm going to be teaching a class in November at Park Road called The Cost of Discipleship, an Introduction to Dietrich Bonhoeffer. Dietrich Bonhoeffer was a German author and theologian and pastor who's probably best known for the political resistance movement that he led in Germany against the power of Hitler and the Nazi regime in the 1930s and 40s. Along with some other like-minded pastors, he was pushing back against Hitler's plan to crush the German church. In the class, we'll be using Eric Metaxas's 4-part DVD introducing us to Bonhoeffer. And we'll be having time in the class to think about the message that Bonhoeffer had for the German church back then, which is just as relevant to the American church today. It's going to be a good discussion time after the videos. I hope you'll join us, and I hope to see you there.
It was April 1943. Downstairs in this home, there's a knock at the door. It was the Gestapo. They came up to this bedroom and arrested the pastor, Dietrich Bonhoeffer. 2 years later, at Flossenburg concentration camp, he was executed by the Nazis. In my book, Bonhoeffer, Pastor, Martyr, Prophet, Spy, I write about the life and theology of this amazing man. And what he lived and wrote about all those years ago has particular relevance for us today. I traveled all over Germany and into Poland to create this video study series. We went first to Tübingen University, where Bonhoeffer first began his studies. We went into Poland to Finkenwalde, where he started the illegal seminary of the Confessing Church. We spent time here in Berlin at the home where he lived and where he was arrested, and then finally to Tegel prison itself, where he was incarcerated. There's something about the life of Bonhoeffer that helps us understand today what it means to be a Christian. In The Cost of Discipleship, Bonhoeffer warns us against living a life of what he calls cheap grace. In Letters and Papers from Prison, he exhorts us to live a life of religion-less Christianity. He famously says, when Christ calls a man, he bids him come and die. What did Bonhoeffer mean by that? What does that mean? Join us in this video series to find out and to be called with Bonhoeffer toward a life of true discipleship in Jesus Christ.
Hi, Park Road friends. This is Alan Moyer. I want to tell you about a new Sunday school lesson that I will be teaching beginning in November. It is about Clash of Kingdoms. You may have heard of this series before. It's a video series that takes place at the actual ancient site of Philippi. It's a 4-session series. It talks a lot about Paul and the experiences he has in the clash of kingdoms between the kingdom of Jesus Christ, which he preaches, and that of Caesar, and a lot of other influences during that time. In my previous travels, Charlene and I have gone to Israel, and one of the things that we find that's most exciting in our Bible study is that when you go to the site itself, the context, the understanding of the people and the culture at that time, it makes that message even more clear. And when we came back from that trip, it made our Bible study even more clear. And that's what I hope this series does for you. So, join us. We hope you have a good experience, and watch a small promo right now.
Welcome to the latest study in the That the World May Know film series with Ray Vander Laan, A Clash of Kingdoms. Paul proclaims Jesus as Lord, Part 1. In this series, follow along the Apostle Paul's second teaching tour throughout modern-day Greece. Come with us to Philippi and discover what it means to be a colony of heaven. Visit the city of Thessaloniki and find out what happens when the authority of Caesar clashes with the authority of Jesus.
I want to invite you to join us. Discover unlikely people who believed that story. People who resisted it because they had another king. In it, you will find yourself challenged to become part of the story, discovering with Paul that we're called to live, that the world may know who God is. Come, let's go see.